see, I'm trying to upgrade my presentations. So I'm trying to introduce in some to my gadgets like this one. I want to see how the voice comes out, because I've been seeing some of these somewhat professional uh, vloggers and the content creators, as they are calling themselves. They tend to use mic, so shiny lighting and whatever. I want to upgrade myself to that because that is the job that I'll be doing now. That is the job that I'll be doing now. Now I'll just be sitting here and be creating content, political content. Of course, I mean, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, and I believe that Christianity is about sharing. So, I'll be throwing in here and there, part of my reflections as a Christian. I, if there is something that I would have really loved, is to be a priest. For me, I failed to become a priest, but trust me, if I had to live another life, I think I would go for priesthood. Although, of course, my children, they are so beautiful and they are so nice. So, yeah, again, when you think of it, to say, if I become a priest, if I had been a priest, then I would not have the children that I have. So, it's like a dilemma. But anyway, something that I want to talk about is, you know, this experience of me being out of the country and hopping from one country to the other is somehow teaching me about diplomatic relationships. Diplomatic relationships. You see, we tend to be very careless when we are doing our internal politics and drag in other countries. I think that should be avoided as much as possible. We should desist as much as possible to drag in foreign nations into our internal politics. We should try as much as possible to desist. Myself, I've learned it the best. I've learned it the best. Why I'm saying I've learned it the best? Because at one point I reached a situation where I was literally looking for any country where I would go, as long as they can welcome me and allow me to stay. I reached a situation where Akachaloka world, so world map media, the entire world map, I was looking at it. I almost knew every country on the world map and researched about every country on the world map. Ichalo kwisa chepa, so there are so many countries in this world. But trust me, at one point I looked on that map and I felt like it is a small world we have. Like the world is small. Ichalo kwisa nchepela. Because you look at this country, you look at the visas, you look at can they welcome me under these circumstances and so on and so forth. I had no choice. Even those countries that you think to say, no, this is a country where there is war, this is a country, whatever. I had no choice. I was looking at all those countries. I was busy talking, things or bad things about those countries. How could I go there? Because you might find yourself in a situation whereby you have been talking so bad about this country, and this is the only country where you could go. We politicians, our life is not predictable. You can be okay today, and tomorrow things may be so bad. It doesn't matter which position you are, it doesn't matter which status you are. You could even be an incumbent president. But one day you might realize that you're looking for where to go. And if you have been talking so much about some of these countries, it might be difficult for you. Apart from that, even if you are in opposition and you become president, you might find that some of the solutions that you want for your people, may be in the hands of another country. And if you have been talking something bad about this country, they may not be able to help you. So I've learned my lesson. Stay away from foreign politics. Deal with your local politics. Don't drag in other countries. I have seen some politicians talking so much about the South African politics and the elections that are going to happen, on the 29th of May. I want to encourage you, my brothers and sisters, that please stay away from the South African politics. Stay away from the South African politics. Stay away from those elections because you just never know. For me today, I am far away. I am out of Africa. But when I think of Africa, my home country is South Africa. My home country right now, if I were to fly in Agukunonga Bampepeka, if they revoke the visa or whatever it is, the country where I am going is South Africa. South Africa has become my home. Has become my home. Not really, that no, I like South Africa or whatever. No, but it is the most welcoming country that I have at the moment. So, anyway, basically what I'm just telling you, my brothers and sisters, is that if you are a politician, let us desist from talking about other countries' internal affairs. Let us stay away and let us concentrate on our internal politics. I've learned it the better way. I've learned it the better way. Not the hard way, but the better way. Because the better way is through experience. So I'm speaking from experience. Be very careful when you drag in other countries in your internal politics. So now let me see how this mic has worked. Let me see if the sound is better by the fact that I've used this gadget. I intend to get a few more gadgets here and there so that my presentation can improve.